Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV, this time a news video, but also one to look at a new optional item. So a while ago we talked about this, the idea that we would get this eventually, as this was added recently to the Korean version of Final Fantasy XIV, but there was no horizon for us, expected for this anytime soon. But it turns out we're getting this rather interesting emote. Let's put it that way. Of course, most of you immediately looking at this will recognize this finger snap animation as none other than what Emote does within Final Fantasy XIV's Shadowbringers expansion. Now, it doesn't look too special, I would imagine, but a lot of people are going to go nuts over this. So this is actually up on the store as of today. They posted this morning. If you go to the Final Fantasy XIV online store, which there's a link to in that as well, you'll see that the emote snap is £4, 3 pence in the United Kingdom. Let's quickly change this to euros. €4.90 in Europe. And in the USA, you're going to be paying $7 US. So not entirely too bad, although what do you actually get for your thing? Is this the result of what you get? Let's go into the game and have a look for you. So here we are in Final Fantasy XIV. We're doing this live, as you might imagine. So here we go. It's finally been delivered. Let's see here. So it says, enclosed is a gift redeemed from a Mog Station emote snap. And it says, an illustrated manual detailing the myriad ways one may use one's fingers to effectively communicate. Described by critics as a finger-snapping good read, used to learn the /snap emote. Their puns get worse, don't they? They really do. So let's learn this bad boy. Boop, boop. There we go. Lovely. And in the emote list, this should be probably under general, right? Whereabouts will you be? We need like a search function. They need to add one at some point soon. Simply because it's going to get to the point where I'm not going to be able to find anything. There it is. It's a gold-coloured one. I should have looked at the colour of the emote itself. Let's whack this on our bars. Turn off the UI. Oh, yes. Actually, you know what? This is actually a lot better than I expected it to be. And I'll tell you why. A, because it has sound associated with it. They've started to do this with pretty much all of their new emotes, I've noticed. Like, we have, obviously, with High Five, where it's like, tsh, and your character slaps. The finger snapping is really cool. I do this all the time in real life, whether or not people want me to or not. And, yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Is it worth $7? That is a question that you will be asking yourself. A lot of people have wondered, well, if this is, obviously related to Emote and Shadowbringers in general, why was it not earnable in the game? I'm not sure I know the answer to that one. It's very hard to defend this one in terms of that particular decision. It's not a persistent emote, so there are lots of persistent emotes, i.e. dancers or, I don't know, humming emote and stuff like that you could get for the same price or much cheaper. So this does seem a little bit pricey for what is effectively just a finger snap. But don't get me wrong, the animation itself, the emote itself, is actually really nice. If we were to grade this, I would say that it's definitely up there. The animation quality obviously affects your face. Look there, so you have this sort of like assured face. I don't know what it is. It's not taunt, is it? It's a sort of like, yes, sort of face. I don't know what a yes face is. And obviously your fingers are clapping, they're clicking together. The animation on them is pretty good. Obviously a lot of people will be using this in G-pose. The colour that comes out of it as well, like the effect, it's very cool. I mean, we've got stuff like the Eureka emote, where the exclamation mark appears above your head. I have good authority we're getting another one very similar to it coming soon, with a question mark. So I'm looking forward to that. In terms of the emote game, this is definitely one that I would want to get, but I would probably want to realistically pay about £2.88 for this, since a lot of their other stuff is about that price as well. I'm not sure this is worth the full extent of the price. You might completely disagree, and obviously some people who play characters that look like Emote, you know, will want to do this. A lot of people have tried to make a glamour of him, so, you know, it's understandable. He was a very cool character. Of course, you can do this only when standing still, so you can't do this whilst you're moving, which is obviously a real shame. One day I would like it so that you could do emotes like this as you're walking, you know, like Emote actually does in the cutscenes. But that's pretty much what it is. So yeah, I'm hoping that you're getting a decent idea for this emote. I like the sound effect, I like the animation quality, but the price is a little bit confusing, and it's really going to be up to you whether or not you find this worth or not. Obviously, the majority of time people are going to be in this mode, taking pictures and recording footage or whatever you do. So, in G pose, so I don't have to press the button. Probably taking, there you go, like freeze frame. So there you go, there's a freeze frame of what the actual effect looks like, which appears to be just multiple polygons at certain angles. No matter which way you face, actually, the polygons aren't front facing, so they're just this is a 2D texture. They're not actually, this is not a 3D texture. As you can see, when you rotate around, the same face follows you. So that's a 2D texture, which is unfortunate, but is only really noticeable in G pose. It's cool. It's cool. I like anything that animates parts of your body. The rest of your body looks a little bit stiff. That might be different on different races, but I'm not going to spend $7 to have it on another character and another character and another character. So it's cool. I'm sure it would be good for certain pictures, for example. That's probably going to be our thumbnail. But anyway, thank you kindly for watching. Of course, a link in the description will take you to the Lodestone page talking about this. Make sure you check out your own regional price. And yeah, if you want this, then enjoy your day. Thank you kindly for watching, and I'll see you all next time.